Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu accused the leaders of France, the UK, and Canada of being on the wrong side of history for calling to end Israel's military operation in Gaza and easing restrictions on humanitarian aid. He said, "When mass murderers, rapists, baby killers, and kidnappers thank you, you're on the wrong side of justice, humanity, and history," naming Emmanuel Macron, Keir Starmer, and Mark Carney. Netanyahu argued these leaders are not promoting peace, but encouraging Hamas to keep fighting and hope to create a second Palestinian state, which would not be free of Hamas and would threaten Israel again. Earlier, the three leaders condemned Israel's egregious military actions in Gaza and warned they would take concrete actions if Netanyahu didn't change his approach, especially regarding humanitarian aid. In a TV address, Netanyahu also called the killing of 2 Israeli embassy staff in Washington horrific anti-Semitic violence. Yaron Lashinsky, 30, and Sarah Milgram, 26, were shot at a Capital Jewish Museum event. The attacker, Elias Rodriguez, shouted "Free, free Palestine" as police arrested him. Netanyahu linked the shooting to the 2023 Hamas attack that started the Israel-Hamas war. France, the UK, and Canada, all close allies of Israel, condemned the Washington killings and Hamas's October 7th attack. Government ministers in these countries defended their leaders. France's Foreign Ministry spokesperson Christophe Lemoyne said Israel must allow massive and free aid into Gaza and criticized the military escalation. UK Armed Forces Minister Luke Pollard rejected Netanyahu's criticism of Starmer, stating the UK supports Israel's right to self-defense as long as it follows international humanitarian law. Relations between Israel and the UK hit their lowest point in decades after British Foreign Secretary David Lammy suspended free trade talks, condemning Israeli cabinet ministers' calls to purify Gaza. Earlier this month, Netanyahu accused Macron of siding with Hamas after the French president suggested Europe consider sanctions on Israel over Gaza's humanitarian crisis, where hundreds of thousands face starvation. After nearly 3 months of blocking all aid, dozens of trucks finally entered Gaza this week, but the UN said this was far less than needed. The Israel Defense Forces launched a new offensive in Gaza, called Operation Gideon's Chariots, last Friday. This major ground attack in northern and southern Gaza is supported by the Israeli Air Force and aims to gain control over the Strip and rescue hostages held by Hamas.